You're listening to The Champ is here! The Sports Fellas Podcast.
This is your boy Andres, and today with episode number 77 of the Sports Fellas Podcast, along with my co-host, Mr. Eric. How you doing, sir?
I'm good. How are you doing? It's funny, we're gonna end up talking about I don't know if you wanted to surprise, but we're gonna end up talking about the Royal Rumble, and I was sitting here thinking, I'm like, damn, it's gonna be just like how UFC is for me, where I'm the one talking most of the time, because you know way more about Royal Rumble than me and WWE and all that.
Yeah.
I'm excited though.
You're a funny guy. But ladies and gentlemen, today we are here to talk about the NBA trade deadline. Eric, I can't think of any significant moves that happened. Can you?
No, it's pretty boring, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've been waiting for moves to happen, but
Yeah. No, me too. Cool. We're gonna talk about the Royal Rumble, and we're gonna talk about the Super Bowl, which is happening this Sunday. I'm excited for this one. I think we have a lot to talk about, and we're gonna try to not bore you guys, because obviously there's a lot to break down as far as the Luka trade, WrestleMania, the legacies on Sunday. I'm excited, man. Obviously this time of the year, it's not terrible for sports, obviously, but like Eric has said in previous episodes, the fall time when it's baseball playoffs, NFL starting, basketball starting, everything else, it's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. But there's a lot to talk to, so let's not waste any time and get straight into it. So, Eric, I don't even know what to say. Initial reaction, I guess. I mean, what the fuck, man? I finished a Royal Rumble. I FaceTimed my parents. I got off the phone with them. I loaded up COD, and I played a couple games, and I see the Shams tweet, and I'm like, this has to be a troll. I'm getting trolled right now. And then he tweets out, this is 100% real. And I'm like, oh shit, he didn't get hacked. You know when those things happen that you're like, oh shit, he got hacked, and then he said he didn't get hacked. So I'm like, what the fuck? That was my initial reaction. I just sat there in disarray. I FaceTimed one of my friends. He was like, I can't talk right now. What's up? And I'm like, bro, pick up the phone. And then he looked up Shams on Twitter. He was like, yo, what the fuck? And then, yeah, but I was just stunned. But your initial reaction?
well, so I was watching a movie with my girlfriend, and so whenever we watch movies, I don't really want to be on my phone or anything, so I kind of just toss my phone to the side. So I didn't see it until I got a notification on my phone 45 minutes later or something like that. And so the whole time I didn't initially get that. Whenever I saw it, I was kind of like, no way. But I didn't have the initial reaction everyone else had, because everyone was sitting there like, this can't be real. He got hacked. He clearly got hacked. But I literally got the ESPN notification, so I knew it was real at that point, kind of. It wasn't no, I was instantly like, holy shit. So naturally what I do is start calling my brother, start calling people. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm not even a Lakers fan, not even a Mavs fan, nothing. But you got to call people up who basketball, whenever something like that happens. And we were all losing our minds, and my girlfriend was annoyed because we had to pause our movie for 20 minutes so I could talk. But it's just, we can talk just about the baseline trade real quick without going in on the Mavericks real quick. But I do think the Lakers, Rob Pelinka, he's the luckiest man alive. He has the easiest job in the world. He doesn't have to do anything. He got approached to trade for Luka-Doncic. Who does that? Who lucks out with that? And he had to give up one pick for it. Anthony Davis, phenomenal player. But if you come to me asking for Anthony Davis and one first-round pick for Luka, I'm doing it 10 out of 10 times. No questions asked, no hesitation. But with that said, Anthony Davis, I think, is a really good fit for this Mavs team. I think they actually are in a pretty perfect spot with him. The problem is, here's my thing. We know the whole KD rumors and stuff. They do have the assets, I think, to trade for Kevin Durant. And if they did trade for Kevin Durant and they had Kyrie, KD, and AD, that's instantly the second best team in the West to me. I don't know if you'd agree, but I don't know who else is beating them. Nuggets, I mean, it's always tough with Jokic, but I think Kyrie and KD or Kyrie and AD or KD, whoever you think is the best or second best between KD and AD, I think their second and third option are far better than whoever the Nuggets' second and third option. Rockets, I think we're still too inexperienced. I don't think we.
Grizzlies, no. Clippers,
Grizzlies, no. So.
Yeah.
I think pretty much if they were able to do that trade, it would be them behind the Thunder. But now that it's just Kyrie and AD and Klay Thompson and like them trying to figure it out, I mean, I think they're a solid team. They have been battling a lot of injuries, so that's tough. That's kind of what's dragged down the record a bit. But I still just look at this team and I feel like their ceiling is a second round right now. Like, that feels like their ceiling to me. They could maybe squeak out a Western Conference Finals, but I doubt it, and I don't think they'd stand any chance against the Thunder. I question the idea to go for a win now move when you, first off, we're winning now with Luka. You made the finals, and how does this help you now or for the future? Like, I feel like the current and the future, we're both better with Luka. And if your excuse is because he was overweight and lazy, he's fucking Luka, dude. Get him a goddamn trainer and he will be fine. He's a top 5-6 player in the world. You don't do this shit for a 6 years older player who isn't as good. Like, I don't understand.
No disrespect, of course.
No disrespect. Shout out AD, great player. But come on, it's fucking Luka. Like, and the fans' reaction says it all. Like, so many fans were saying that they'd rather lose with Luka than win without Luka, and that says a lot. Like, and I get it though. I do get it, because whenever you have a favorite player who is your franchise player, who you are expecting to be there for their whole career, their next 10 years, that's who you're putting everything into, and then they just trade him with no like warning at all. It wasn't even speculated; it just happened. I would be the same way, and that's why I even see some fans are like, and then this is minor, but then they trade Quentin Grimes away for
Caleb Martin.
Caleb Martin, yeah. Caleb Martin's worse. And they traded away Quentin Grimes. Like, I just don't understand these moves they're making. Very rare do I ever say shit like this. But there needs to be some looking into this Mav shit, because Nico is doing a fucking horrible job there. He's tanking them into the ground. I don't understand. Like, if you want to say, oh, well, they wanted a defensive center or a defensive big man, so they called the Spurs first, and then they called the Lakers because they think AD and Wemby are the two best ones. Valid. What you don't fucking do is just keep it quiet. Oh, I want to get rid of him real quick. If you are trading away a generational player like Luka Doncic, you reach out to every single team. You let everyone know he is on the trade market, and you find out what the best possible offer you can get. Because I guarantee you would have gotten a fuck ton better than AD in one pick. You could have at least built towards the future. You could have gotten a lot of shit right now. You could have done a lot more than just that. So I really don't understand this. Mavs are going to be good still. They're a solid team. I don't think it makes them better necessarily right now. I don't think it makes them better long term. Lakers, they fucking lucked into another star for the future. I don't know how they keep doing it. They go from like Magic and Kareem to Shaq to Kobe to LeBron to all these fucking people, and now they have Luka. Like, it's, and I mean this truly. They do not deserve this. Lakers fans don't deserve this. That I don't know how they keep getting blessed like this. They're an annoying ass fan base, but you know what? What more can you say? Shout out Rob Pelinka for having the easiest job in the world. Dude, I don't get it. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. I mean, if you look at the Mavericks roster, 1 through 8, I guess, they have Kyrie, they have Klay, they have Gafford, they have Anthony Davis, they got Max Christie, they got Dinwiddie, by the way. They got what's his face, Derek Lively when he comes back after. Like, they do have pieces that can make them still be, because I think prior to the Luka trade, I still thought the Mavericks were the second best team in the West when everyone was healthy after OKC, which is crazy to say because Dallas always beats OKC's teeth in, you know. Last year in the playoffs, the 3 times they played this year, whether you value the regular season matchups or not, they have their number, as the kids say. But they could have gone the route of rebuilding, but I guess they saw Klay and Kyrie and they were like, do we really want to rebuild with Klay and Kyrie? Probably not, you know what I mean? And one thing I will say, you guys know me, I'm a Klay Thompson hater. Klay signed with Dallas to play with Luka, and now Luka is going to the Lakers. So good shit, Klay Thompson. I think Kyrie and AD will be fun. Obviously they played together during the not the Olympics. When did they play together? 2016.
FIBA or something, was it?
FIBA. It was, yeah, some Team USA shit.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, not the Olympics in 2012. 2016, maybe? Was AD on that team?
Probably, because FIBA, none of the great players go hardly, so I doubt.
No, but they go when they're kids. That's when they go.
Yeah, that's true. Good point.
I don't know if AD was on that 2016 team that won gold. Maybe he was. Maybe he was on that 2016 team in Rio. Anyways, but I'm excited to see KD and AD. KD and AD, by the way. AD and Kyrie. I don't know. I don't know. Like, if you're Jason Kidd and this is getting talked to you by Nico Harrison, like, what do you even say at that point? You know what I mean? Like, imagine getting a phone call, be like, "Yo, Jason, we need to talk. What's up?" We're looking into trading Luka-Doncic, and then they're like, haha, like, very funny. You know what I mean? So, a generational player, like you said, in Luka-Doncic getting traded, it just sounds like so fucking weird. You know what I mean? Like, if Luka-Doncic was not untouchable, then who the fuck is? You know what I mean? Like, now people are gonna say, oh, it's Jokic, Shea, and like Wembanyama or Giannis or whatever. But Giannis is 30 soon, right?
I don't think Giannis is untouchable by any means.
Would you trade Giannis for Luka?
Like, if I'm the Bucks, like, if I have Giannis, I would 100% trade him away. But that's just because he's a lot younger, and I mean, I think Giannis is better right now.
Yeah.
But if I'm looking towards the future, I think I would do it.
Would you trade Embiid for Luka?
Yeah, 100%.
Would you trade?
Shout out Embiid, but he's.
Hey, shout out Embiid. He had a triple double last night. Shout out Embiid. We want to see you healthy.
But nah, I'm definitely making that trade every time.
Okay, would you trade Wembanyama for Luka?
There's not a person on this planet I'd trade. Okay, I shouldn't go that far. Shout out my girlfriend. I would trade. Yeah, but you know what I'm saying. There's no player I wouldn't trade for Wembanyama. Wembanyama is the most, like, pinnacle guy you try and get. Which is why it's funny to me that they did call. I guess if you have Luka, you do call everyone, which they fucking didn't. But at least they called the Spurs to see if Wembanyama was even on the table. Obviously, the Spurs said no. If any team has Wembanyama, you're not trading him away for anything.
Wait, so you would not trade him for?
I would. If I have Wembanyama, I am not trading him away for Luka.
Ooh, okay, would you trade Jokic?
Would you? Come on, bro. No. He's 21 or whatever. He's defensive player of the year. He's averaging like 24 points already. His ceiling is. I legitimately think there's a very solid chance that when his career is over, he's a top 3 player of all time.
Damn.
Like, I think the ceiling is unreal with him. And I'm glad they got, well, I'm not glad. I don't like the Spurs. I don't want the Spurs to succeed. I'm mad they got Wembanyama. But I'm curious to see how it goes with De'Aaron Fox now.
Yeah.
I wish they had prime Chris Paul. Could you imagine prime Chris Paul with fucking Wembanyama? My God. Or even Chris Paul from like 4 years ago. Like whenever the Suns went to the finals, Chris Paul that year was a dog.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Would you trade Jokic for Luka? Damn, you're thinking about it.
Yeah, no, probably not. I would keep Jokic. What would you?
Okay. No, I wouldn't trade Jokic for.
No, I'd keep him.
Okay. Shea?
I'd keep Shea. Yeah, I don't know. That's a 50-50. That's tough. You're talking about a straight up 1-to-1 trade?
Yes, a straight up 1-to-1 trade like the Lakers just did.
I don't know. That's tough. Would you?
I would. I don't think Shea's better than Luka. Yeah.
I think
no disrespect, by the way. He's a phenomenal player.
Probably is, but I don't know. Shea's fucking insane, dude.
He is. I'm not taking that away from
Luka
him,
is probably better, and I'd probably go with him. I mean, we did just see Luka literally take his team to the finals.
And then he got traded.
Yeah. So I don't know. That's probably the closest one. Every other one, it's kind of been like, I wouldn't. That one, that's a 50-50. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'd lean towards Luka, but I'm not sure.
Okay. Let's move on. So, in the most non-Stephen A way possible, do you think the Lakers have pressure to win it all?
No.
No? Okay.
I don't think so. I mean, I don't think they had a chance before with LeBron and AD. I'm being disrespectful, I know. I know they've been good lately. I still just don't buy them into championship team yet. Maybe with Luka, they
Bro,
could. I guess overall, my point is, I don't think they have pressure to do it. I think that should be their obvious goal, and they should put themselves. That should be like where they set themselves up to go to, and what they think they can attain. But I personally will not like call it a failure if they don't win.
Okay.
Because I mean, they're good. They're obviously a solid team. They've been turning up lately.
They're 10 games over 500. Yeah.
Yeah, I still don't think I don't think you can call it a failure if they lose to OKC in a series or if they lose to Boston or Dallas in a series. I don't think that's a failure.
So who would you bet on if that was a matchup?
OKC and Lakers?
No, Dallas and the Lakers.
Oh, right now I'd go. Ooh, that's tough.
You're thinking
I don't
about
know.
it.
I need to see.
If they're all healthy,
That's the thing. I don't know what healthy Mavs looks like. They're never fucking healthy. And I want to see a couple games of AD before I answer this. At the moment, right now, I go Lakers.
Okay. Bro, we're talking about
But
the guy that averages the third most playoff points per game all time against his former team. Bro, God needs to make that happen. A 4-5 matchup. I need it. I need it. Need it. We need it. We're not trying to be assholes, but some of the other moves around the league. Kyle Kuzma to the Bucks, Chris Middleton to the Wizards. Did not understand that move. Kyle Kuzma's been terrible this year. Bad
Player. Yeah.
Yeah, injury prone this year. Chris Middleton has been injury prone for 2-3 years now. We're not making fun of him. We're just saying facts. He's been injury prone. Zach LaVine to the Kings. LaVine and DeRozan are back together. For those of you that didn't know, De'Aaron Fox to the Spurs, as Eric mentioned earlier. D'Lo to the Nets. For those of you that like D'Lo. Dorian Finney-Smith to the Lakers. Shake Milton to the Lakers. I don't have time to record a podcast tomorrow. I was thinking about it. I was like, you know what? Should we record tomorrow and wait to see if we get Kevin Durant? But I'm like, we're not gonna get Kevin Durant. So,
And if something like that does happen, maybe we can record like a short thing real quick and throw it out, or we can do a little short and throw it up. But I don't know. I don't expect
this whole Kevin Durant thing is so weird, man. Like, what, bro? But Luka Doncic got traded, bro. Like, say that out loud. Like,
it doesn't seem real. Even whenever you see him sitting next to Bronny
the
on
bench bro.
And Lakers,
last night,
that's not real. Like, what are we talking about?
Last night, I was like, yo, AI is getting crazy, son.
Crazy.
I'm like, bro, AI is getting crazy.
Yeah.
So. No, but shout out to Luka. Obviously, I don't like the Mavericks. I hope they burn to the ground. I don't like the Lakers, but I'd much rather see him on the Lakers than the Mavericks. We'll see, man. The Mavericks are going to be interesting because AD is very good defensively. Jason Kidd is a defensive-minded coach. I mean, we'll see what happens. I'm excited to see. Moving on to our second topic. This is going to be a quick talk about the...
Well, we didn't talk too much about the Fox trade, but I do want to say that is pretty nuts. Like, I think Trae Young would have been a better option for them, but I think Fox... I like Fox more than the consensus, I think, because I'm in like this one Rockets group chat where people was talking. None of them really were like, that doesn't scare me that much. I think Fox is a really good player. I like him a lot. I might be a little biased just because he literally grew up like 20 minutes from where I currently am, so I kind of like, he feels.
No, I like Fox a lot. He's one of my favorite players.
I mean, I think I don't think this makes them like contenders. Or anything.
I think they should make the play-in though. However,
if they don't make the play-in, I think that's pretty disappointing. But I don't think it should be. I think it's a good move, and he's young too, so it's not like they just mortgaged away some stuff. They didn't even trade that much, so like they didn't mortgage away anything for a couple years to contend. He's young too. He could resign there. You have 5+ years at least with him on a contract extension, I'm sure, of Fox and Wemby. They're about to get probably a lottery pick from the Hawks. Like, they have plenty of room to grow still, I think.
Yeah. And they have Chris Paul, so.
Yeah.
Shout out CP3, man. I can't believe he's turning 40 in May.
Dude, I was looking up his stats from that Phoenix finals run. Dude, he was going fucking off that playoffs.
I mean,
like, I don't know if you're familiar.
Booker.
Like, I was looking up in his 3-point percentage. I think in the final like 6-7 games, I have it right here. And the final 7 games of the playoffs. So that means the entire finals and then the final game of the Clippers series, he averaged 25 points, 8 assists, shot 57% from the field, and 61% from three. I mean, like, and he was doing this all at 36 years old. Like, Chris Paul, shout out my guy, favorite player ever. I think he's one of the best point guards ever. I think he's one of the most underrated players by a lot of people ever.
Still is.
My guy. Yep.
Still is.
Anyway. All-Stars.
Bro, the All-Stars is so funny because, like, there's always controversy and there's always a Trae Young tweet, like, every single year. No disrespect to Trae Young. I think he's a phenomenal player. But every single year, there's controversy and there's a Trae Young tweet. Let's go with the West first. Any surprises for you?
Surprises as in who did or didn't make it?
Just, like, in your reaction to the roster.
I mean, I think almost everyone, maybe not everyone, but I think a lot of people expected Sabonis to make it.
Ooh, wow.
Did you not?
I mean, I don't like the guy, so I'm like indifferent.
Yeah, but he's. I mean, it's just crazy.
It's a box score stat for the All-Star game, so I would say
I'll just say this.
I'm surprised.
It shows how talented the NBA is right now. That you can think of the guys who got snubbed, who didn't make the All-Star, and just like the West alone, Kyrie, Booker.
Well, Kyrie didn't deserve to make it per se. I see what you mean.
I'm just more so talking about like the talent in the league.
Continue.
Kyrie, Booker, Sabonis. Like, there's so many good players. And then the East, you had Trae Young, Tyrese Maxey, Jarrett Allen. I guess Jarrett Allen. I mean, they're good. So I think maybe that's why he's more considered a snub. His defense is really good. Like, you get my point though. Like, there's just a shit ton of talent. And I do have to say, I'm gonna ask you a question.
I'm scared.
And I obviously I won't care what your answer is. You know how I am as a fan. Who do you think is the worst overall starter? The worst starter out of everyone. Not starter, sorry, not starter, just all-star in general. Just all-star in general, who's the worst? Because I have my answer. Or I think it's between two people, probably.
Jalen Williams.
Bro, that's not who I was going to go, but I'm not mad at it.
But if I had to pick...
Şengün is up there, bro. I think like he has not been as good. Like, I think the team overall is better this year. Obviously, I mean they're third.
I feel like Jalen Williams deserves to be an All-Star, but if it's not,
let me ask you, who's better, Şengün or Jalen Williams to you? I'd probably go Şengün. So maybe you're right, actually. Yeah. I don't know. That is tough. I'd go
the worst All-Star player on this list is probably Steph Curry, man.
Dude, thank you. Actually, I didn't even think of that. Why the fuck is he starting? He's been.
I mean that in the most respectful way. I think that Steph got the nod because
you're right. I forgot he fucking started. You're 100% right. My apologies to Şengün. My apologies to Jalen Williams. Shout out Stephen Curry. Probably the GOAT point guard, if not he's second best, whatever. He's not a fucking starter, and he shouldn't probably be an All-Star at all.
I'm sorry. I didn't like. Someone had to say it. Now, all bias aside, who should have been an All-Star? Norman Powell should have been an All-Star.
Bro, yeah, he's averaging, what, 23 points?
Norman Powell said, when Paul George got traded, Norman Powell said addition by subtraction, whatever the fuck he said. And he's been fucking hooping. So I think it's Norman Powell should have been.
24 now. He's up to 24 points.
24 points per game.
And the Clippers are actually good.
Yeah.
A large part because of him. I mean, Harden's doing his thing. Kawhi needs to step it the fuck up. I don't know what's going on with him. I know he's back from injury, but...
Come on now. They're ramping him up. Relax.
Yeah, but to be fair, Kawhi can't sit there and be like, our second unit got to do better at the start of the second quarter. Whenever in the first quarter, they got beat by 17.
I mean,
I love Kawhi, but
yeah, but that game last night was an anomaly. Come on now, the Lakers were hitting every fucking three.
But that's even more so my point is you shouldn't say something like that after a game like that where the whole team was getting dropped on.
Yeah. KD, well deserved. Shea, LeBron is LeBron, Jokic, AD, Anthony Edwards. Shout out James Harden, man. 35 years old, still an All-Star. Jaren Jackson Jr. I mean, what more can we say about him? It feels like every year he gets better as a player. The Grizzlies are disgusting, even though it doesn't seem like it. Şengün, the Rockets have their first All-Star in 5 years. Correct me if I'm wrong. 6 years? 2019? 6 years?
Yeah, that sounds about right. 2019 maybe. Yeah.
Or 2020 if you count Wembanyama, he doesn't need an introduction, and Jalen Williams. No surprises there besides Norman Powell and Steph Curry being a starter. I'm not gonna lie. but I get it. It's in the Bay, blah blah blah, yada yada yada. Anyways, in the East, any surprises?
I don't know, cause like
The
starters,
East is weird.
Giannis, obviously he's a starter.
Brunson.
Tatum, obviously he's a starter. Jalen Brunson, Donovan Mitchell, Cat. I think they're all pretty safe starters.
Yeah.
The bench, Garland, he's been really good. Cade Cunningham, shout out Cade Cunningham.
Yeah,
man.
actually, shout out Kid Cunningham. I'm not
Dude,
gonna lie.
he's a fucking dog. I think.
Yeah, he's been hooping.
Yeah, like he's the player that I think everyone expected him to be with the number 1 pick. He's finally doing his thing. Evan Mobley, shout out Evan Mobley too. It's kind of crazy how 2 of the top 3 picks are all-stars and 1 isn't. You know, we won't get into who that number 2 overall pick was, but whatever.
Is it a color?
Shout out Jalen Green, man.
Shout out Jalen Green.
Hopefully he figures it out.
Tyler Hero, first All-Star.
Tyler Hero, yeah. What you think about that?
No, more than deserving. I mean, he's been hooping all year. I think he's averaging like 20, 22, 23. Finally took a leap forward. 23.8, thank you. 23.8. I mean, he's been hooping all year. I'm happy for the kid, you know. It's been not a long time coming because he has been injury prone and like, but he's grown a lot as a player, like shooting wise, basketball wise, taking it to the cup, finding his own shot, creating his own space, which he's always been good at 3-pointers. But shout out 14.
What do you think about Siakam making it?
I mean, it's not like every team has to have an all-star, but like Siakam, it just feels out of place. You know what I mean? It's just weird.
But I guess my question would be, who are you replacing him with? Like front court, because you can't throw LaMelo.
Trae Young. Yeah.
Trae Young, I'm cool with that, and I'm sorry.
I'm saying that Trae Young, if Siakam is the wild card, then it could have been.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
It just sucks because like LaMelo Ball, he's on a shit team, but he's balling out. Yeah. Trae Young, he's kind of on a shit team, but he's balling out. Like I don't know. It kind of sucks when you see stuff like that, which is part of why Şengün did make it, because Rockets are so good. If Rockets were the 8th seed, he wouldn't have made it. But
winning matters. So
it does, and it should matter, I think.
Yeah. Right.
But clearly, it doesn't matter for Stephen Curry. Whatever though.
Yeah. Overall, I don't know what to expect from this All-Star game with the whole player pick thing. It's gonna be a mess.
When is the draft? Is it like 2 days before the All-Star game usually?
Yeah.
I did want to say before we moved on from NBA, what do you think about the whole Jimmy Butler stuff? Because we haven't really talked about it much, and it's weird. It's a weird situation.
I'm not trying to be sassy or an asshole, but what is there to talk about? Pat Riley thinks he's Tony Soprano, and Jimmy Butler doesn't fuck with that. I mean, my thing is, if you knew that Jimmy Butler wasn't in the plans, why last summer you could have said, "Hey Jimmy, thanks for everything. We're not gonna move with you moving forward. Let's work out a trade." Instead of waiting until mid-year and be like, "You know what, Jimmy, you're not in the plans." I just think that's so fucking stupid. That people are like, "Oh, go root for a different team. Oh, we lost Wade, we lost LeBron, blah blah blah." That's not a flex. Like, I get it, LeBron fans or whatever. I wasn't like, obviously, I'm always gonna be a Heat fan first, but like, I'm sick and tired of these stars leaving and Pat Riley facing no repercussions for it because he won 5 titles in the '90s when television was barely getting into color. Like, come on, bro. Like, enough is enough. Like, I don't want to hear about what Pat Riley did in with the Lakers. I don't want to hear about what Pat Riley did in 2006. It is 2025. This guy is 80 years old. You know what they did with Joe Biden? They made him drop out of the president race because he was too old to lead a country. And they want Pat Riley to lead the fucking Miami Heat? Enough, bro. Enough. Jimmy Butler is right. I don't care that the whole thing that pisses me off is the whole he's making $50 million. Poor guy. I don't care how much money he makes. It's not my money. I don't care. Holy shit. Jimmy Butler can do whatever the fuck he wants. Oh, he has to be a professional. No, bro. He wants his money. If you're getting paid $30 million and you know you're worth $40 million, especially carrying those garbage ass fucking rosters outside of Bam. Shout out Bam in the bio. Outside of Bam, like, enough is enough, bro.
And Tyler Hero, come on, give Tyler Hero.
No, we made the finals without him, and then the year before that he was injured.
Oh, you mean? I thought you meant this year. Okay,
no.
Yeah, gotcha.
No, bro, like, I'm so over it, man. I'm so over Heat fans turning their back on him, talking about, oh, he needs to be a professional, blah blah blah. I don't care, man. God willing, he doesn't go to Phoenix because I don't like Devin Booker, so I will not root for him there. And hopefully he goes to, like, I don't know, Golden State maybe. But speaking of Golden State, Kevin Durant, you know the vibes. No, I'm kidding. But no, man, I'm sorry. I am a player empowerment person. I am not gonna be in favor of these billionaires who have all this fucking money, and then they want to act like they're the mob boss, dude. Like, enough. All Jimmy wanted was one extra year. They're talking about the max contract, this and that. He wanted one more fucking year, son. Oh my god, man.
Crazy. It's crazy how like.
What's the name of the city he's from in Texas? Tom what? Tom
Ball.
Tom Ball. Thank you. Shout out Tom Ball, Texas, man.
Yeah, that's like 20 minutes north of me.
There you go.
Right there.
Shout out Tom Ball, Texas.
That's why I fuck with Jimmy Butler and De'Aaron Fox. I gotta support the people who grew up around here.
I had to go for my test. My blood is boiling.
I was gonna say it's always weird how teams do like, we'll give you 32 million a year. 34 though? Nah, that's too much. We draw the line. Like, at what point are you just being petty? Like the Cowboys with Micah Parsons or the Bengals with Jamar Chase. Like, you fucking pay the best players. Come on now,
bro.
And let them walk.
And people are gonna say, "Oh, $2 million is not a lot." It is a lot, dude. How are you gonna tell a player what they're worth? Would you like your job?
If I see this dude over here get 34 million and I know I'm better than him, why would I settle for less money? That's not how this shit works.
And athletes don't pocket watch. They just lay out a map. They're like, hey, Eric is getting paid 15 million. He averaged 20 points per game. I'm getting paid 10 million. I average 40 points per game. Can you give me an extra $10 million? Yes, no. And you work something out. Yeah. The athletes, bro, these you think Scott Boras is a dumbass? You think Scott Boras wakes up every day and he's like, no, you know what? I'm going to screw over my... No, bro. He just screwed them over. I mean, actually, that's good. Yeah, no, yeah. Shout out. Anyways, you think these agents are stupid, bro? Like, no. They know... They probably got Spot Track bookmarked on their phone. And they're like, okay, so who's making the most money right now? Who's making the most money in the NBA right now? Steph Curry, right? Probably? If I had to guess?
I looked it up earlier. I think it's him.
Yeah, like Steph, Luka... these guys are not stupid, man. Like, if
Joel Embiid second. Wow.
I did not know that. You learn something new every day. But
that's crazy. Embiid is making 51 million. The gap between him and number 14 is only 3 million, yet Stephen Curry is 4 million over second place. Wow. It all depends on time of the extension, I know, and the Supermax and all that shit, but it's just kind of crazy how much higher he is than everyone.
Bro, not to go back to Luka, but Luka missed out on $120 million. Like, damn well he's tight as fuck, and we'll see, man. I'm excited for Luka. Like I said, I don't like the Lakers, but I'd much rather him play in LA than Dallas. So, with that being said, after the rant of the All-Star game and Jimmy Butler, moving on to our second topic of the night.
Take it away.
The 2025 Royal Rumble has happened. We are on the road to WrestleMania officially. Charlotte Flair won the Women's Rumble. Cody won the undisputed WWE title, and Jey Uso won the Men's Royal Rumble. Eric, your initial reaction to the Men's Royal Rumble, because you didn't give me a caveat, but what was your reaction to the way everything went down?
To the Men's Rumble?
Yeah.
So I talked to you about this before, and I tried laying it all out. Like, oh, well, I'm going to the Rockets game the night of the Rumble, and I won't get back till like 10:30 Central Time. It'll already be over by then. And I was like, so is it on Peacock right after? And I was going to force my girlfriend to sit there right next to me and watch the Royal Rumble with me. And so I'm all excited. We get home. Rockets got blown out by the fucking Brooklyn Nets. I let it go. I was like, whatever. It's the Royal Rumble. I'm going to start it over. I'm going to watch it, whatever. It says it's still live on Peacock, but I was like, it probably just says that. I'll just rewind it. Click on it. It shows the press conference of Triple H afterwards, and at the bottom it says Jey Uso wins Royal Rumble. I was like, motherfucker! I did all this planning out just to get it fucking spoiled for me. I still went back and watched the whole thing because, of course, it's the Royal Rumble. A couple things was, like, I'm going to throw casual opinions out there. I'm a casual WWE fan. Andres knows this. Last time I was a diehard was when I was 12 years old. I miss when I was diehard, but I always forget and just I don't watch every Monday Night Raw and stuff. That's why it's cool when Andre sends me like clips to watch to keep up to date and stuff. And I do that because I want to be up to date. Like I love WWE. So a couple casual opinions I had. That dude from TNA,
Joe Hendry,
didn't know who he was.
He's so fire.
Never knew who he was. I watched a couple of stuff on him afterwards. Dude seems dope. He even talked about how he wishes there would be like a DLC TNA belt.
Yeah, on WWE 2K25. Yeah, I saw that.
I thought Logan Paul was a weak number 30. I don't know if that's a weird opinion.
100%.
I was kind of like, whenever it was going through it, I was sitting there, and whenever it got to number 30, 29 came out, and I was telling my girlfriend, I was like, bro, 30 is always like some big person, like, and I told her all about how John Cena came back from an injury and won it at 30, Undertaker, like all these people. I was like, 30's always something cool. And then Logan Paul came out. I looked like a fucking idiot. I was like, what? Like Logan Paul, I think he's a dope wrestler.
No, he's
good at wrestling as hell.
Yeah, I agree.
But I was like, for number 30, really? The speed shit, I thought that was incredible.
Did you
see his leg? He got fucked up.
He
like, that shit looked bad. Shout out Speed.
Bruh, I just saw him in the ring. I'm like, someone is gonna kill him.
Oh my god, that spear.
Yeah,
was one of the dude.
Yeah, Braun Breaker got one of the best spears in the game. Yeah.
He like literally powered that shit up by bouncing off and then going. I thought, okay, so whenever I already knew Jey Uso won whenever I was watching it.
Yeah.
And then it got down to the final four, and it was, correct me if I'm wrong, but it was Roman Reigns, John Cena, CM Punk, and Logan Paul. It was Logan Paul. Who was it?
It was
John Cena.
It was Logan Paul, Jey Uso, John Cena. That was the final three. And then you had Seth, Roman, and CM Punk.
But they all got kind of eliminated back to back to back, right?
Hold on. So Seth and Roman get eliminated, right? So the final four technically was Logan Paul, Jey Uso, John Cena, and CM Punk. And then obviously CM Punk got eliminated by Logan Paul.
Yeah, okay. So the final three, that's what it was. It was the final three of... Or when it was the final six with Roman Reigns there, I even told my girlfriend, I'm like, bro, if I didn't know who won this, first off, Logan Paul would be the last person I would think would win. But Jey Uso probably would have been second on it. Well, no, Roman Reigns would have been second to last because I didn't think they'd do that. Yeah. But Jey Uso was not... I thought John Cena would win it before him. I thought CM Punk was definitely going to win it before him. I was like, I was never expecting this. Like,
yeah, bro.
I still don't know how I feel about it. I'm
as a casual.
So anyone who's listening, don't take what I say seriously. I don't know shit about wrestling. I didn't even know he had to explain who Gunther was to me like a week ago. So I clearly don't know my shit. But I don't know. I just wasn't expecting it. I wanted it to be CM Punk. I didn't want it to be Cena yet. I know his whole thing is like, oh, is he gonna win 17? Again, I might be wrong. I think he's very obviously gonna win it at some point. I think it's gonna be further down the line. My expectation is like SummerSlam or something around there. Yeah. But I don't know. I don't know how I feel about Jey Uso winning it. I don't know what the path is now. Like, I'm assuming Cody Rhodes is gonna make it to WrestleMania as the champ.
Yeah.
I would be shocked if he doesn't. I don't know about Gunther. I would assume he does too.
Yeah. You're cooking. Keep cooking. You're good.
Is it gonna be? I see a lot of people saying CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns, but I don't know. Does that make any sense?
From a hatred standpoint, it does, but I think that Triple H is like panicking, quote unquote, to make everyone happy because like CM Punk and Roman, they have history. CM Punk and Seth, they have history. Seth and Roman's probably the biggest storyline in the WWE and the biggest domino effect as to why we're here today. So each of them individually, like they have their own storyline, but then them throwing them three together out of pure hatred, like I don't know how it's gonna work out because I do think that the Chamber will say a lot. So for me, this is my fantasy booking. At the Chamber, it's gonna have Logan Paul, AJ Styles, Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins, CM Punk, and John Cena. And I don't know if you remember before WrestleMania 26 when it was Undertaker at the Chamber, that Shawn Michaels came back and he super kicked them, and he was like, fire. Yeah. That's what Roman Reigns should do at the Chamber to Seth and CM Punk and screw them over. But then you're setting up John Cena versus Cody, which is the two biggest faces of the company in the last 20 years, give or take.
And I also saw that isn't like Roman supposed to be out like indefinitely or something?
Yeah,
Like
he's
that?
yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
Also, what do you think? I'm assuming you don't have a problem. I don't know what the general opinion is. What do you think about like how John Cena won't make another appearance until the Elimination Chamber?
I mean,
I think that's whack. I'm just gonna
I-
say it.
I think it's fine because if you really think about it, he has 36 dates, right? You don't want to use like 4 of them
Wait, what
in
do
the
you mean?
beginning. He's only doing 36 dates.
Did he make that like clear from the game?
Yeah, last year, yeah. He said 36
Wait,
to
why
40.
why 36?
I don't know, it's just the number he and Hunter came up with.
I did. Okay, well then I take it back. Did not know that. Never mind.
Yeah, I'd much rather have him in the second half of the year than this half of the year.
Yeah.
Because this half of the year, you know what it is. It's the Rumble, then the Chamber, then Mania. And then post-Mania is when the booking starts to get difficult because you got Money in the Bank, you got SummerSlam, you got Clash of the Castle, you got Survivor Series at the end of the year, you got the...
Half of these pay-per-views are different than what they used to be. Like I think I remember when it wasn't even called Elimination Chamber, it was No Way Out, and that's whenever they had the Elimination
Correct.
Chamber. And I don't think Money in the Bank used to be an actual pay-per-view.
No.
It was just
Money,
like a one-time year thing at WrestleMania.
Money in the Bank became a pay-per-view in 2011 or 10? 2010?
Oh, so
2010.
that is right when I was watching it. Interesting. I
Yeah.
wonder why I don't remember that.
And
Wait,
you-
I do remember because Kane fucking won it and then used it that night, didn't he?
Yeah.
Okay, Look, take me
2010.
back, man.
Yeah, 2009, CM Punk won it at Mania. 2008, CM Punk won it at Mania. 2007,
Yeah,
Edge
yeah,
won
yeah.
it at Mania. 23, yeah.
And I remember Edge he used it at New Year's Revolution on
yeah,
John
it's
Cena
John Cena,
after
yeah.
the Elimination Chamber.
Correct.
That shit pissed
You're
me
cooking,
off. as a
you're
kid.
cooking, you're
When I was a
cooking.
kid, that pissed me off so much. I hated Vince McMahon, dude. Well,
Still do.
yeah, I was about to say, hold on.
Yeah, hold on. Okay, so are you done cooking? Is there any other
yeah,
casual?
go on.
Is there any other casual opinions or questions that you may have?
Last one. This is about the women's. I thought that one Nia Jax elimination where she eliminated like 7 people. I thought that was terrible. That's all.
Oh wow, we love Nia Jax.
We do, sure, but I thought it was poorly done.
It
That's
was
all.
just annoying because Io Sky is the best women's wrestler. Her and Bianca Belair. I'll probably text you a couple matches for you to watch from them, but Io Sky, she's phenomenal. Let's talk about the men's Royal Rumble. I'm not mad that Jey Uso won, right? He is over with the crowd. Obviously he can't wrestle, right? But he is so over with the crowd that they had to hit the hand on the iron when it's hot, right? Any other year, I would have been fine with him winning. This year, however, I don't think it should have been him. And here's the thing, right? The IWC, they complain about everything, whether it's predictability, unpredictability, fantasy booking, unfantasy booking, whatever the fuck it is. Like, they complain regardless, right? So Triple H finally gives us something that's unpredictable, and people are still crying about it, and that's the shit that gets me tight. You know what I mean? So nobody saw Jey Uso winning. Like, I don't even think the bets had him in the top 5. I think the favorite was John Cena, and then after that was like CM Punk, Roman. I forgot who was 4 and 5. Anyways, he was not in the favorite. Yes, you can bet on WWE. Breaking news. Anyways, all bias aside, I would have picked CM Punk to win it, obviously, because there's a storyline there. There's a story with Cody. I hate that they teased CM Punk Cody for the 2nd year in a row. But I thought the match was good. I thought the whole Cena to CM Punk to Seth Rollins thing was well played. Then you had Roman, Punk, Cena, Seth, all looking at each other. Then you had Seth going after CM Punk. Everything about there was phenomenal. I was a little tight that Logan Paul did eliminate CM Punk, but I did remember that the previous night on SmackDown, he told to Kevin Owens that he lost to Logan Paul, which is actually kind of ironic. Great booking by Triple H. Tip of the hat, whatever you want to fucking call it. Jey Uso, man. I mean, he's been over for like a year. Like, the crowd has been fucking phenomenal. Like, I guess he pulls in merch sales. You know, and that shit matters to Hunter. But like I said, I would have given it to him. Like, so CM Punk is not going to be at the Royal Rumble next year, and I don't know if he's going to win it at 48 years old. I need to see CM Punk with the title before the year ends, man. Have him turn heel or something. I don't know. Figure it out. But he needs to have a title before the year ends. That's with bias. I don't fucking care. I need to see him with the title on him before the year ends. But Eric, I'm excited for what's to come after WrestleMania, because that's when it gets complicated, right? So after the Chamber, we'll probably know more WrestleMania matchups. We'll probably have Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair. Probably have Jey Uso versus Gunther. But just because Jey won the Rumble does not mean he's gonna main event WrestleMania. I will say that to you. In 2012, Sheamus won it, and obviously Sheamus Daniel Bryan did not main event WrestleMania 28 because he had The Rock and John Cena. That's a given. And then CM Punk versus Chris Jericho was the match before Cena and Rock, but it's Cena and Rock, obviously.
Don't you think though, with 2 nights now, it does make it easier to potentially headline tonight?
But not Jey Uso and Gunther. It's not main event material. No disrespect.
Okay, that's fair.
Gunther's a great champion, man. Like a lot of people hate him. Like I said, the IWC complains about every fucking thing possible. So
IWC?
yeah, internet wrestling community.
I would not have known.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, bet.
Yeah. But we'll see, man. We'll see. I'm excited for the Chamber. Like I said, hopefully CM Punk wins it, but I'm nervous. When I saw CM Punk on the rope after he tossed Seth and Roman, I'm like, he's about to get eliminated. And then Logan fucking Paul tosses.
I know the little kid. You get off the rope. Get off the rope. You were
son. My brother texted me. He's like, "How's the Rumble?" And I'm like, "I have a lot of anxiety right now." He's like, "Are you dead ass?" I'm like, "Yes, bro." Like, nah, man, that shit gets seen, man. Whether you're 40 or 30 or 15 years old, like, you're tuning in for the Royal Rumble, man. Even if you don't know any wrestler on the roster.
like me right here.
I thought that the tag team match was good graps. Obviously Cody, Kevin Owens was cinema. I mean, the women's Rumble. Shout out to Roxanne Perez, NXT star. Can't wait for her to get called up to the main roster. They should put a title on her immediately. Like I said, I'm mad about how Io Sky got eliminated. And once Charlotte Flair was in the ring, I knew before the women's Rumble, I knew it was gonna be Charlotte Flair winning. I mean, it's way too obvious. And it was funny how she got booed Monday night on Raw. But yeah, no. Overall, I give the pay-per-view a strong B+. Not an A.
How I didn't really watch much of it. You can just talk for 10 seconds about it. But how was the Cody Rhodes Kevin Owens fight? I didn't see that.
It was 25 minutes, and it felt like 10. It was so well paced. You should go back and watch it. The spots were disgusting. Like, you should really go back and watch it. It was really good. And our last topic of the night.
Super Bowl. Oh.
The Super Bowl is finally here, man. I'm excited.
I'm excited
for the game.
I think
I'm excited for the halftime show.
Kendrick, yeah. We already are making, like, you know, those little side prop bets about, like, at work about, like, oh, how long is the national anthem gonna be? How many times is Kendrick gonna do this? How many, like, the different stuff like that.
Yeah. Eagles by 10.
10? Ooh, I like it.
Eagles by 10.
I like it.
They're the better team. They don't have the better quarterback. Obviously, they're the better team. Don't care. The Chiefs' defense is obviously the best defense in the NFL. But Eagles by 10. I'm not gonna be scared. I'm not gonna be scared to say it. I'll look up Vegas right now to see what the line is. Eagles by 10. Feeling confident in that answer. Eric, your thoughts?
I'm going Eagles 20. This is tough. I think Eagles win. I'll say that. My pick the whole week has been Eagles. I think Eagles take it. I think they're the best team in the league. I think they're better than Chiefs. I still, regardless of what I've seen the last 2 weeks, like, I think you play Bills versus Chiefs 10 times. I think Bills come out on top more often still. I just do. I think.
Yeah. I don't get it, man.
I'm going to go Eagles 27-20.
I'll go Eagles 27-17.
Bet. Let's do it. Dude, I'm so excited. Like,
yeah, bro. I don't understand.
I want to see Jalen Carter have the fucking game of his life.
I don't understand how people can say that they're not going to tune in, bro. Like, it's a Super Bowl, man.
Yeah, I don't like the Chiefs. I don't like the Eagles. I'm so excited for this game. I am so excited. I don't care. Look, at the end of the day, I could hate both teams. It's football. And I love football. And it's two great teams going at it. And it should be a great game with a great halftime show. Like, overall, I'm excited. I don't care,
bro. And then Kendrick announced SZA is performing. I don't know how you feel about SZA, but I love SZA personally.
I love SZA. Yeah.
She's. Yeah, I think they've been seeing my tweets about them like making a collab album. Like, bro, all their songs together are so good. You know what I mean?
So let's talk about a couple of the prop bets things. Just fun. Who wins Super Bowl MVP? You gotta go Saquon if you're.
No. See, everyone thinks that Saquon is gonna win it, so he's not gonna win it.
That's exactly what I said. Everyone at work was picking fucking Saquon or Mahomes, and I'm like,
are you ready?
That's
are you ready
too
for my
easy.
pick?
Dallas Goedert.
AJ Brown, baby.
I can see that. AJ Brown's a dog. He could go off for 120, 125 easy.
Okay, what's your pick?
You know, this will sound like a hot take. I don't think it should be. I'm going Jalen Hurts. I think Jalen Hurts has a really good game. I think he might get a couple rushing touchdowns, which will help pad his stats. But I'm going Jalen Hurts.
Okay, next prop bet. Let's hear it.
This one's a fun one. Over under 120 seconds on the national anthem. And I'll give you just a couple stats real quick. I think it said in the last 30 Super Bowls.
It's always at the under, right?
Well, in the last 30 Super Bowls, the average is 103 seconds. But that's because the old ones used to be way shorter. 8 of the last 12 have gone over 120.
Life is too short to bet the under. Give me the over.
Facts. I think I put the over on it too.
Okay.
Let me look up the prop bet sheet. This is yeah. I'll spit them at you super quick.
Rapid fire. I do want to say, Eric, what grade would you give the NFL playoffs this year?
That's tough. I'd say there was a lot of cool things, like the Commanders surprising everyone. I think was fun. The Bills Chiefs was a great game, obviously.
Bills Ravens was a great game.
Bills Ravens, dude. I'd say I'm gonna do the same you did for the Royal Rumble. I'll give it a B+. I enjoyed it a good bit. There weren't so many blowouts that I was bored with it. Even the Commanders Eagles, whenever it was a 55-23 game, I still thought that was a very entertaining game. You know?
Yeah.
Just stuff like that.
Dude, the night after the Ravens lost, at work, obviously I work overnights, I was crashing out, yo. I was looking up Peyton Manning stats. I'm like, when did Peyton Manning win his first Super Bowl? How long did it take him? Blah blah. I'm like, bro, Lamar has to win one at some point, bro. There's no way, man.
I know. Yeah.
It just feels like the same thing with Brady, right? You had Brady, Breeze, Aaron Rodgers, Peyton Manning, and Ben Roethlisberger. I mean, Ben got his 2. Peyton got 1 during the prime Brady. I mean, obviously he got 1 more later in 2015. Rodgers got 1. Drew Brees got 1. Brady got 1, 2, 3. 3, right? 3 in the 2000s? Yeah, he got 3 in the 2000s.
Wait, who?
Brady.
2000s. I'm trying to think.
He had 3.
That sounds right. Yeah, it does.
Yeah, because then he won 2 more, and then he won 1 more, or 2. No, he won 3 more. 3, 3, 1, I think, because he has 7.
Okay.
Yeah, by decade. 3, 3, 1. Yeah, so it's bro, now you got Mahomes, you got Lamar, you got Josh Allen, and you got Joe Burrow, and it just feels the same thing over again. I don't get it.
It's crazy.
In the AFC, if you want to single out Rodgers and Breeze, that's fine, because obviously Brady went to the NFC, and he won one in his first year. Anyways,
yeah.
But
I have the props up if you want to go.
All right, hit me.
All right, I'm gonna run through them all quick. So national anthem, you said over 120. Heads or tails on the coin toss?
Tails never fails, but this year it will. Heads.
I said heads too. We're gonna see how even. Eagles Chiefs. You said Eagles. I said Eagles. Over,
okay, hold
under.
On. Let me write this down. Okay, over on national anthem. AJ Brown. Super Bowl MVP. Heads. Okay, continue.
Okay.
That way I don't forget.
Wait, which one did you just do?
Heads or tails?
Okay, and then the next one is game winner, Eagles Chiefs.
Eagles by 10.
Then the over under of 49.5.
Nah, man. Their defenses are way too good. I'll go under. Under 49.5.
First offensive play of the game. Run or pass?
It depends on who gets the ball, son.
Hey, I know. I said run just to be safe, but
I'll
that
say,
was kind of a safe move. I
because
could have doing that.
Run by Saquon. It has to be the first play of the game. I'm sorry.
I just sent the prop bet thing in the chat, if you can see that.
Yeah.
But I'll keep going through it anyway. So I did run pass. Okay, the next one is where'd it go? Will there be a score, field goal, touchdown, any type of score in the first 6 minutes and 59 seconds?
Yeah.
I said no. Team to score first. Eagles Chiefs.
Eagles.
Jersey number of first touchdown scorer, odd or even? So this I actually wanted to go look and see, and pretty much the only way for it to be even is Dallas Goedert,
Saquon Barkley.
Saquon and Devontae Smith. That's like the main ones.
Or it could be a touch push, and it could be an odd number.
Well, what? No, because I mean Jalen Hurts is one.
Yeah, that's an odd number.
Oh no, I'm saying the only ones that are even are.
No, I know. I'm saying that.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I put odd because it's just odds on more likely, unless it's literally Devontae Smith or Saquon, pretty much.
Let's do
or Dallas.
We'll play safe. Okay, next.
First accepted penalty will be against Eagles or Chiefs. I put Eagles because you know how the refs get with the Chiefs.
I'll say Eagles for that.
A score in the final 2 minutes of the first half, yes or no?
Final 2 minutes, a score. I'll say no.
In half?
I'll say no.
Will a team score 3 consecutive times?
No, their defenses are way too good. No, absolutely not.
Jalen Hurts passing yards, over or under 210.5?
You know, they keep doubting Jalen Hurts, and it's really getting me tight. Give me the over, baby.
Facts. Patrick Mahomes passing yards, over under 255.5.
The last time these two teams played, Patrick Mahomes had 188 passing yards.
Dude, Quinyon, Cooper DeJean, like, come on, bro.
I'll go under. Fuck it, man. All hate aside,
Jalen Carter stuffing up the middle. Receiving yards, A.J. Brown, 69.5.
Well, he's winning Super Bowl MVP.
If you pick, he got to go over. Travis Kelce, 62.5.
Under.
Saquon Barkley rushing yards, 119.5. That's a high line.
You know, everyone thinks that Saquon's gonna go off Sunday, and like
I don't know.
But
Chris Jones got something for him, maybe.
I got the under. Give me the under on that one.
Longest field goal in terms of yards, over or under 46.5 yards?
No, over. No.
I put under. No. I put over, but I think it's close because 46.5 is pretty long.
Jake Elliott is an automatic, and it's not gonna be cold. So.
Yeah. Shout out New Orleans.
Damn, you got me thinking about this one.
We're almost done. We have.
I'll go over.
All right. Longest touchdown, over under 43.5 yards.
No, under, easy.
I agree. I don't see one longer. Team with the longest touchdown, Eagles or Chiefs? That's tough. I went Chiefs, I think, because I could see them breaking one stupid one like Xavier Worthy or something.
Yeah, I'll play it safe. I'll say Chiefs.
Total QB sacks, over under 4.5.
Under, easy.
Total turnovers, over under 2.5.
2.5? That sounds like a low number, but 3 turnovers in the Super Bowl
is a lot. Also, 30's a lot. Yeah.
I'll say under 3.5. Under 3.5 turnovers.
And then number of challenges by coaches, over or under 1.5.
Under. That's an easy under.
Will there be a missed extra point, whether it's a 1 or 2 point conversion? 2 point conversion makes it tougher.
I'll say no.
Yeah, I feel like that's one you gotta play it safe. Okay, this one, well, position of Super Bowl MVP, quarterback or any other position. You said AJ Brown, so. And then this is the last one. This is a fun one, so I'm curious to hear what you think. The color of the Gatorade bath: orange, water, or clear, or any other color. So like if it's the lime, green, whatever, red, that counts as any other color, as long as it's not orange, clear, or just water.
Any other color.
That's what I said. I was like, you gotta live on the edge, man.
It's gonna be green.
Red, green, yeah, it could be something. Yeah. All right, that's all of them. I'm cool. Excited to see how you did on it, and I'll send you mine, and then we'll see who does better on it.
Beautiful.
I think we're doing this at work, and like the winner gets like an extra half day of PTO or something.
That's
which
funny.
Fucking, I'll take it.
Yeah. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, that has been everything for episode number 77 of the Sports Fellas podcast. Remember to like, share, comment, subscribe. Next episode, we will be talking about the NBA first half. We're going to be talking about the Super Bowl and the Super Bowl halftime show. And we got a special guest coming back. God willing, he's able to come on because I know I want to have him for this one, but obviously time didn't work out. But, Eric, we'll see you on Sunday.
Yes, sir.
Peace.